Oh shit. My man Norman, he in trouble with his PO. He just failed the drug test. This nigga obviously is on steroids. He grew up too fucking fast. Now, okay, hey, let's go. There's nothing close on YouTube. The mean streams are classics. Okay, yeah, we got to get back to it. But right now, I want to talk about Norman. Now, in the last chapter of hey, what's going on, Jack the Ripper? And the last chapter, the latest chapter, what's it, 118 of Promise Neverland? We see someone who appears to be Norman at the end, who was supposed to be the boss. That's what Hayato said, or Hayato, whatever his name is, said that was the boss. And it was fucking Norman. Or it looked like it was Norman. Now, at first I said that maybe that's Minerva, and Minerva just looks like Norman. I did some research. Yes, this nigga did some research. So I went and looked it up. There's a little picture of James Ratry, aka William Minerva, and it looks a little bit different. They look very similar, but they look a little different. I seen Minerva's his eyebrows was thinner. You know what I mean? Not only that, when I checked, I looked at the at who, what you call him? What's her name? Emma, who she said was Norman. I looked at his hairstyle. If you look at what's his name, Norman's hair from before, it got that fucking hook on it like this. Like on, no, it's this side. No, wait, hold on. Well, my camera's flipped. So if y'all looking, it's gonna be shit. What the fuck? Damn, is it? It's this side. Yeah, that's no, it's this side. It's this side on in. It's this side, but my camera's flipped, so you'll see it from the wrong side. It's a fucking hook. Like his hair makes a fucking hook like this. Like this on the side, like this. And if you look at the last chapter, he got that goddamn hook. Same, the eyebrows don't look like Minerva's eyebrows. But he's big as shit. This motherfucker was taking extends. He popped a whole bottle of extends and it made him grow. His dick didn't even grow, but it made him grow. That's the funny thing. Now, if you think about it, he's got a huge city full of people. A huge city full of people. That quick? Wow. Now, also Emma thought that was Norman, so that's some more evidence that supports it's Norman. You know what I mean? I think that Minerva and Norman may be related, and that's why he looks that way. Not only that, Peter, his brother, is young. Norman said this guy's not old enough to be my father. He's that young, meaning William Minerva or James Ratry may be super young too. So that's what kind of threw me off too. You know, so it could have been him there, but this dude, Minerva, that he can still be young. Cause think about it like this. They never said how old Minerva was. What if when he did all that shit, this motherfucker was like 10? And 13 years later, he's only fucking 23. Now I know that age ain't maybe not correct, but he could still be young. Because Yugo was what if he was Yugo's age? You get what I'm saying? Something like that. And Yugo got the books when he first started releasing the motherfuckers. He was one of the early readers. You never know. They never said his age. He could still be young. But like I said, I still think this is Norman because he got that fucking hook. And the drawing don't look exactly the same. But if you think about it, this dude got a whole city, and he got people that's like committed to him, that's ready to die for his ass. Not only that, he had a fan back when they reached Goldie Pine. Fucking what's his name? The big Adam, big doofy motherfucker. He was a fan of Norman way back when they first got to Goldie Pine. He kept saying his number. So this nigga made it out that impenetrable prison before they made it to Goldie Pine. This nigga he released Adam and a few other people before fucking Emma and Ray even made it to Goldie Pine. He was already out. When they what you call them when they escaped fucking what's it I'm gonna say Glory Bell. What's the one they from? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Whatever plantation they were on. When they made it from that, it started. They all start the ones we heard start with a G, don't they? Glory Bell is the one Hugo was at. Where were they from? I can't remember. But when they escaped that, he might have already been. He might have already made it to fucking the what you call them, the place. Remember the place where they were at, where they met Hugo and he might have went, but we don't know whether Hugo was there when he went in. Remember, Hugo was leaving in and out of that tunnel, so he might have made it there and got inside when he was gone and realized that somebody was there, whatever, somebody was living there, but it wasn't William Minerva, whatever the fuck it was, and then kept on moving. I'm not sure. But he already had some people. Remember, some of the Adam was from the Supermax prison that he was at. So he probably was rolling with a couple people. But this dude really released Adam before they even made it to Goldie Pine. Before they even made it to Goldie Pine, he had already did all that shit. And that makes more sense. He had to have gotten out of that place early as shit. Because he got people that are depending on him, that relying on him, that's ready to die for him. It would be weird if they were riding for him like that and they only met him 2 months ago. They riding with him because they met him a couple years ago. Now, those motherfuckers, if you look at it, Hayato, right? Whatever his name is, didn't he have the fucking thing? I mean, we seen one dude had the fucking tattoo on his hand. I guarantee you, we might see him. He has the fucking thing somewhere. And he got the tattoo, and we find out that he's a fucking mutant. That's the reason why I named this thing Norman may be a mutant. Remember, all them guys all fucked up like this. Like, look at Adam. He like this. His shit all fucked. He's probably a mutant. I think Norman might be a mutant. You see his dome. Norman's head is big as a bitch. That frontal lobe is on a beam. He may be a mutant like them, and that's probably why he's so fucking smart. He probably looking at like what's the name, Emma and Ray, like, yo, I figured all that shit out. I was just waiting for y'all. I had that figured out, you know, almost cool t-shirt. Thank you, man. He probably like, yo, I got this shit for free. They was giving them out for people that was taking pictures with the shit, and they was offering jobs, and I didn't get hired there. I don't think did I apply? I can't remember. But anyway, he probably figured all that shit out and just waiting for Emma and Ray to catch up. Remember, he could have escaped. Where was they at? Whatever plantation they were on, he could have escaped that. Remember, he said it before. He said, I could escape, but not with everybody. He said that was the problem, escaping with everybody. He said, if it was just us three, shit, we'd be gone already. He said, but trying to get everybody out is the problem. That's probably why Adam got hit. When he didn't have Emma and Ray with him, he said, fuck it. Yo, we gonna have to, some people might get caught, some people won't. That's probably why Adam was at Goldie Pine, because he was one of the people left behind. You know what I mean? But When will the Teenage Mutant Turtles show up? I don't know what y'all talking about. But anyway, the dude that wanted Norman's boys. This motherfucker is killing demons with just a sword easily. He's fast, quick, strong, and he's big as fuck. He probably is a mutant. And that's why I think Norman might be a mutant. He got the same crest on him. Hayato, that dude, that motherfucker is run. They say he's like fucking Sonic the Hedgehog. He's probably a mutant. They probably did experiments on people, and some of them came out fucked up. Hayato looks normal until we find out this nigga probably 40. No, I'm playing, but he looks normal. Some of them probably look normal. The kid who had the fucking thing on his hand, the crest on his hand, he looked normal. So some of them are normal. Norman looks normal except for the dome. He got a nice dome on him. But he might just his ability might just be he's super smart. That's what I think it is. I think Norman might be a mutant, and he might be related to James Ratnery. But that's what I'm thinking it is. I think this is Norman, but he's a mutant. And that's why, and the people that he's rolling with is able to kill demons so easily because they're mutants. Something like that. He probably met them at the Supermax prison that he was at. But this dude literally escaped and helped a few people escape that Supermax prison, where it seemed like there was no possible way he could get out. And I guarantee you that, or I hope they reveal that how he escaped when in the next chapter or the next upcoming chapters or whatever. He did all that and got all those people out before fucking Emma and Ray made it to Goldie Pine. So after they made it to Goldie Pine, those next couple years that they spent or whatever, all that bullshit they were doing, Norman was at this was at the fucking treehouse doing all this work. Norman figured all this shit out before they even made it there. And I guarantee you, when Emma says, "Oh, I got this plan," he's like, "Oh yeah, I know, I got this. I already know. I already seen it." Blah blah blah. He got everything. Bigger than Jimmy Neutron's head. Right, his head is big as fuck. He's probably a mutant. But that's pretty much it. And I'm gonna check the comments real quick, just see if I missed anything. But I just wanted to say, yo, I think that is Norman, and Norman's a mutant. He was at the same Supermax prison with Adam and whatnot. Adam's a mutant. We know that for sure. Hayato seems like he might be a mutant, and they're just revealing that just now. And he's with fucking Norman, so he probably was in the same Supermax with Norman. Now that's speculation, but it seems like it. The other big motherfucker, he only got one eye. He's probably a mutant. It makes sense that he would be, and he's rolling with Norman. So I'm thinking Norman might be one of the motherfuckers. Norman's got the same crest as them too. Norman doing all that shit real fast, feels unreal. Right. Norman getting that fucking tall and big and shit like that out of the blue might be because he's a mutant. But also Norman is older than Ray and Emma. He might have hit his growth spurt earlier. He's probably somewhere around 14 right. No. He's close to 15 currently. Because he was 12 when he got caught by when they were shipping him out. And then it's been a little over 2 years. So that's 14 and some months, 14 and some change. He might be close to 15 right now, maybe 14 and a half, some shit like that. He might have hit a growth spurt at that time. But him being big might be caused by him being a mutant or some shit like that. That's what I'm thinking. Anyway, go ahead and leave your comments, like the video, and subscribe because I can't eat. I'm broke, nigga. I'm broke. You got the power to change that. Check the links in the description. Peace.